Welcome to episode 3 of TWRR, this week's Raw review. The show I review this week's episode Monday Night Raw, and I explain the stuff that I like and the stuff that I really didn't like. So without any further delay, let's get into this episode. We start off with a promo by Gunther, and this was pretty decent promo that Gunther did. But the main highlight came when AJ Styles interrupted, and then Gunther challenged AJ to a match at Rumble, where if AJ loses, he retires. I've said this numerous times on this channel. Well, first of all, I don't even know where to start, but I just feel like, I've always said this, Gunther's a good opponent for AJ, just not his last. To end the career of AJ Styles, I feel like I would thought of like someone like a Finn Balor, CM Punk, when you want someone that would, like, or Shinsuke even, but no, we got Gunther. We really don't like this. And also too, it's at Royal Rumble, the place where AJ Styles started, but also too, I feel like this is way too soon for this to happen. It's just something that I'm not really the biggest fan of. Like, okay, cool, full circle moment, I get it. He debuted on Rumble and all that, but I would at least want him to stay until Mania. Although I did have a analysis video planned for AJ Styles for when he retires, but looks like you guys might be getting that video a lot more sooner if AJ Styles actually retires at Rumble. Now then again, this match is a If AJ wins, then he gets to continue wrestling. But I just don't feel like AJ would beat Gunther, honestly. So, yeah, I guess, you guys might be getting that video a lot more sooner if AJ Styles does retire. Next up was Becky Lynch vs. Maxine and Natalya, and I really like this match, which is shocking considering the previous match was absolutely atrocious. But I really enjoyed this. And then Natalya turned heel. And I really actually liked it. Yeah, by my tone of when I said it, you guys may have expected something negative, but no, I actually really like it. I've never really been the biggest fan of Natalya, but in all honesty, I'm here and open for a heel one. I hope really she brings Natty out. Then we get the six-pack between, I don't know what you want to call these, the masked luchadors of WWE versus the Vision. And this was another really good match. This match had great talent, great story, and honestly, all around, this match is just really good. Another thing to point out, go rewatch it and listen to what the crowd chants to Logan. I'm pretty sure you guys know it by now, but my goodness, did I find that so funny. One of the main highlights came when, Adam Pearce, got involved, and he basically just, chastised, Paul Heyman from trying to cheat. And, this gets me really interested, because this could hint at Adam Pearce actually stepping into the ring and taking on the Vision. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this, the Vision, lost this match as the Masked Luchadors won. Then we got this backstage segment where, Adam Pearce, and Paul Heyman presumably have a conversation about Braun Breaker. They don't explicitly say it, but it's heavily implied. And Braun Breaker is going to be talking with Adam Pearce next week, apparently. But that's not the only thing that gets me intrigued. Because, as you guys know, it's time for my favorite part of every episode of Monday Night Raw, the Judgment Day segments. And this segment mainly gives us more detail on the Roxanne and Liv Morgan relationship, on how Liv Morgan didn't really think Roxanne was really that good in Judgment Day. Like, she thought she was a lying, scheming, calculated person. And then, like, everything just turned out the best for them. Like, Liv began to see that Roxanne isn't all that. But in my eyes, that's really good character, and I really like that they're acknowledging what we suspected, but then they make a twist on it. Speaking of Liv and Roxanne, they then came out and interrupted Rhea Ripley and Iyo Sky, and yet again, I really like this because it brings up Rhea's past and how she turned on Liv Morgan. I really like how they're not treating Rhea as some sort of goddess. They're acknowledging the mistakes she's made in the past and like stuff that she can't really like change. And I just really like that. And then the segment was also to try and kind of Liv warning Iyo about Rhea maybe turning on her. But I feel like it would be better if Iyo turns on Rhea. I just really like that, as I feel like we haven't really, like, the main roster hasn't really explored, or heck, even WWE hasn't really explored, even NXT, the capabilities of Iyo being a singles heel. Like, we kind of got that in 2019, but she just became babyface, so I'm all open for a full-blown Iyo heel turn. And then we get CM Punk versus Finn Balor in the main event. This match just makes me depressed just thinking about it, and just probably will when I explain it. As some things that we really want to happen in wrestling almost all the time never end up happening. And I'm explaining really fast. So I've said this numerous times, I'm a big Finn Balor fan. I really love him, and I definitely feel like he deserves another world title run. I just feel like he has all the capabilities of being a world champion. Again, I just feel like that just fits him, especially after how his first reign went. I feel like he deserves another shot at it. This has just been something I've just been really begging for the past few years, and like we haven't gotten it. And I just genuinely felt like WWE was finally gonna pull the trigger. Now, I'm not an idiot, and going in, I did expect Punk to win. Going in, I just expected it. Like, there's no way, especially after they had pulled the trigger on Drew, I didn't feel like they were gonna pull the trigger on Balor. But there was a moment. They made me believe. They made me fall into the trap. It made me believe that they were actually gonna pull the trigger and give the title to Finn Balor. I really wish that this was the ending scene of Raw. But nope. Apparently it is because they praised their poster boy CM Punk, of course. This just makes me sad. I hope this Finn Balor does get a push, but I just wish that this was that he would have won this match, especially after like how hyped the fans got and how much WWE made us believe in it. Side note: the entirety of this week's Raw review was originally going to be me only talking about this match and this match only, but then I decided to expand on it and do the entire episode instead, basically. Oh no, I thought this was a really good episode Monday Night Raw. Like, generally, the episodes of Raw, the episodes of Raw have been getting really better these past few weeks. So, in this booking decision, I really enjoyed this episode of Raw, and I'll give this a 7 out of 10. What do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy this week's episode of Raw? Or do you think that this episode of Raw was a big disappointment? I'd like to hear your opinion in the comments, and as always, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces, ooses, yeet.